Harav Shalom Ner Berezovsky, Schusay Again Aleinu, who lived from 1911 to the year 2000, the previous Slonim Rebbe, known as the Nesiva Shalom, quotes the Zohar HaKadesh, who describes the scene as the Yidden were going into exile to Bavel. Let us use these powerful words to understand from between the lines what it's like for some of our struggling children who need our love and our support. Klal Yisrael was in a state of terrible pain and they were very broken. After so many years of living in Eretz Yisrael, so many years in a Yiddish school and from environment, they fell from their high spiritual level and lost the right to have the Beis Hamikdash. They watched it being defiled and burned to the ground, and they were exiled from their beloved country with chains around their necks and their hands tied behind them. Their pain was so great that the whole of creation, including the Malachim, was crying with them. If we really understood the pain of a kid who struggle, the kids who struggle, sin, and are thrown out of school, we could imagine that the whole of creation is crying with them. But besides the pain of going into Golus, there was another aspect to their pain. Their greatest pain was due to the fact that they thought that they had been totally rejected and forsaken by Hashem. Even more than the physical pain of being beaten, defiled, shackled, and murdered, was the deep emotional pain of thinking they had been forsaken by their Father. Think about our struggling kids in pain, in addition to the fact that they have lost their future, their chances for a good shidduch, and their dreams of building a nice family. They also think that their parents have given up on them. The Yidden felt that Hashem was not interested in them anymore. And even though it was due to their defiant behavior, this was too much for them to bear. Unfortunately, there are parents who actually say this. I used to have 10 kids, and now I have 9 kids. And indeed, some of those children commit suicide or overdose, Rahman al-Islam, because the pain of feeling abandoned by parents, even when it is due to their defiant behavior, can be too much to bear. The Zohar HaKadesh continues. At that moment, Hashem summoned all the Malachim and told them, "What are you all doing here, behaving as if everything is normal, while my beloved children are going into Golus Bavel, bound in chains?" Imagine telling all your successful children, "What are you doing here, behaving as if everything is normal, while your brother or sister, my beloved child, is on the street?" Hashem told the Malachim, "You should all go with them, and I am also going with them." This was despite the fact that the Yidden brought about the destruction by their own actions. Hashem said to the angels, the good kids, "You think you are going to be here with me? No. We're all going into Golus to be with my children." And they all traveled to Bavel with Klal Yisrael. Imagine a father telling all his kids, since Shloimi can't sleep at home because of his own rebellious behavior, we are all going to sleep with him in the street. When the Shekhinah went into Golus, Yechezkel had a vision, Yeshayahu 41, Nachamu, Nachamu Ami. Be comforted, my people. And the Yidden understood that this was a double comfort. One was for their physical pain and the other for their emotional pain. They realized that the Shekhinah was still with them, and that was a great comfort to them. Their physical plight and the fact that they were in exile didn't bother them as much because they knew that Hashem was with them. When a child is in a terrible state, but he truly feels that his parents are still with him, they care about him and believe in his inner good essence, then everything changes. What changed? We were still in Golus. The answer is that everything changed. We were still dying and in exile, but the game changer was that Hashem said, "Imai anochi b'tzara," I am with him in his distress. The comfort for a Jew in crisis is that his Father is with him. Just the fact that Hashem was with them was enough to make them happy and distract them from all their pain. When Hashem is with us, we know that there is still hope and all is not lost. This is the meaning of the pasuk, Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami. Hashem comforts us by reminding us of the fact that we remain Ami, my nation, Hashem's nation. Hashem referred to us as Ami even at the time of the Churban, when we were on the lowest level. And he is with us in all situations, whether they are physical, emotional, psychological, or spiritual.